Welcome back to The Big Idea. Backstage, the presenters prepare themselves as they eagerly wait their turn to meet and hopefully impress the judges. I'm here with Derek, and Derek, I hear you have a really great idea. Tell us a bit about it.
It's a software that I designed for young kids to learn their ancestral language.
Derek Baxter of Winnipeg, Manitoba has been a self-employed software designer since the age of 20. Derek has designed a program that he hopes will preserve Aboriginal culture.
What's really fulfilling to me is that I get to create something that I know that young kids are going to use. I know that it's going to allow young kids to interact with elder.
After months of development and preparation, Derek feels he is ready to showcase his product.
I certainly didn't come unprepared. I basically busted into the hotel room yesterday, started very early, and tore apart the hotel room that I'm staying in. I mean, I'm not a rock star or anything, but I need my studio. So I basically went out to local computer shops, picked up some parts for that I needed. I got 2 screens running. It's basically my entire studio. Really, I don't know if I'm the technology geek of the entire group, but I'm here to wow them. Hi, I'm Derek Baxter, a software designer from Winnipeg, Manitoba. I designed a software called Agoki e-learning and authoring tool for the Agoki learning system. It's a technology that's so simple that even a child can use it. The children can listen to the Ojibwe language and learn from their ancestral language. They're able to interact and share with this software.
If I chose, I don't know how to use a computer, but if I chose to know everything about my language, how to be, for someone that's not user-friendly, how would I be able to use that product?
It's simple. A 2-year-old child could use it and listen to stories, listen to audio. All you need is to download the software to your iPad or iPod Touch or iPhone.
Does it translate the actual language to English for us, or is it just, it just records it in Mohawk?
There's no translation feature in this language. It's basically to archive and to preserve culture and stories.
Okay. Thank you.
Who would do this? Who would upload these stories?
What I'd like to see is the target audience is, of course, the students and the teachers. But what I see is these devices being integrated in curriculum. So it's not just the framework for the elders' teachings. I mean, this software could then be licensed to anything from chemistry use where you need to share other notes and stuff like that.
Do you have the software written? Is it out there already?
I'm developing the software, but the actual the Agoki, the Ojibwe version of the software will be released into the Apple iPhone
But only
store.
for the Ojibwe?
That's right, yes.
Is technology predominant in the Aboriginal culture? I mean, part of the challenge will be you can only sell it to people who have an iPad or an iPhone. How many people, what percentage of the population in your target market would have the technology?
Not very many have the
That's
technology.
Not a good answer, usually.
Exactly. Not very many have the technology in terms of iPad. But for the Apple, the iPhone or the iPod Touch, the new generation of the iPod Touch is available for $299. It's not limited to just the iPad. You don't have to spend $500.
I thought you did a great job, and I think it's always rare when a business also does social good. I just worry that you might want to take it to other technologies where I don't know how big the market is. That's my only concern.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you.
Thanks.
It's difficult to be in this competition because I see all kinds of other teams coming in with 10, 12 people, and I really feel like I'm the lone person here. But I know that I have a lot of friends back at home, and they're cheering for me, and they're sending me emails every couple of minutes. So.
From the Sweetgrass First Nation in central Saskatchewan, Kendall Netmaker is hoping to win over our panelists with his flashy sports apparel created with social purpose in mind.
10 months ago, I didn't know nothing about business. You know, I had to learn for myself while I was still taking 5 classes of education. I grew up on the reserve. My mom was a single parent I'm the oldest of 4 in total. And basically, we didn't have a vehicle till I was in middle years, and it made it really hard for me to get to sport practices and wanted to even register for a sport team. That's kind of why my inspiration for creating this clothing company is to try to support these younger Aboriginals that still face those same problems today.
Now, I understand you've been doing some unique preparations backstage to get ready for this?
Yeah, I'm treating it kind of as a sport match, more in particular kind of like a volleyball match. I'm doing my little jumps, stretching out and so on.
So you're back there cheering, go Kendall, go.
Yeah, giving myself positive thoughts. That's the main goal right now.
Okay, very good. Well, best of luck to you. I think you're going to do really well.
Thank you. Hello, judges. My name is Kendall Netmaker. As they said before, I'm from Sweetgrass First Nation. And I'm here today to present to you my big idea called Moose Meat Apparel. Moose Meat Apparel is a clothing company that creates, funds, and manages Aboriginal youth sport teams. So in a sense, we donate a percentage of our profits towards these teams. Before I go a little further into my presentation, I just kind of want to share with you my inspiration for creating a clothing line that gives back to Aboriginal sports. It's basically really simple. It all goes back to the way I grew up, living on a reserve, single-parented, low-income family, and basically I had little opportunity to play sports that I wanted to play because of registration fees, transportation costs, and so on. So the problem that I faced back in the day, and I still see now, is basically the underrepresentation of Aboriginal athletes in mainstream sports. So that's primarily due to the fact that there's a lack of opportunity on reserves, and that's primarily for the people living on reserves. There's not much to do for them in rural and northern communities. And we also promote a lot of humor through our products. When people hear the word moose meat, it's kind of an uplifting name, you know. It's not really taken as serious. And when I want people to wear my stuff, I want them to feel like they don't have to be like, so for example, Under Armour. You almost feel like you have to be an athlete to wear that type of clothing, to feel comfortable in that clothing. And one thing with my company too is we don't have Aboriginal symbolism on our clothing. That way we can enable both markets to come and to purchase our products so they can both feel comfortable wearing our stuff.
But you know, you have to kind of start to think about Lululemon and those kinds of companies, you know, and what they've done over a fairly short period of time. Is there something that's possible with your clothing and sportwear that would take you close to that stuff?
As in a partnership or for my own self?
For you to kind of, because that's your competition maybe, right, out there?
For sure.
And you said Under Armour, but Lululemon.
Well, I think one of the main advantages of my clothing line is that I'm giving back in a way. And I think people will like to see that.
What other products do you have? Is it only shirts?
Well, we currently sell about 7 products right now. We have the accessories right there. We have sweatpants, t-shirts, hoodies. The items highlighted in red are the ones that I currently sell right now.
What's your price range? Like, what if somebody chooses to buy just a single unit, or what's the cost?
Sweats $39, hoodies $49, and shirts are $24. Currently, right now, I hold a 78% gross profit margin. But as I have a supplier in Canada, but I'd like to go overseas to lower my cost of goods.
You had me until there.
Yeah.
If you're looking at people with a conscience to buy your thing, people that are looking to forward First Nation initiatives, I think one of the main things you're going to have to watch out is that you're not targeted as someone that would get their products made in a sweatshop.
Okay. Yeah.
Like that's just my view. Yeah. People with a conscience that are going to support things like that. But I think it's a great idea. I've seen a lot of successful First Nations clothing interpreters, and myself, I think it's a great idea. I mean,
thank you.
I like the idea that you don't have to be an athlete to wear it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a great target market because not everybody's an athlete. Not everybody's body is suited for an athlete.
I feel okay. I just everyone has a great idea here, and I think it's pretty equal right now, and it's really going to be interesting to see who comes out on top.
Next on The Big Idea.
Naomi, what's in the bottle?
It's chlorophyll.
Can I try it?
You sure can.
Welcome back to The Big Idea. Other participants include Naomi Horbatch, who is pitching her mobile alternative health consulting company. Naomi applies traditional medicine teachings to contemporary practices, using alternative health practices such as iridology, which can determine a patient's systemic health by examining the iris.
My income revenues come from my consultations, leasing and the purchasing of equipment, and my nutritional supplement sales.
It was pretty cool that Robert asked about my chlorophyll.
Naomi, what's in the bottle?
Yes! It's chlorophyll. Chlorophyll oxygenates your blood. First Nation people have thicker blood.
So you drink it?
Yep.
Is it a natural product?
Yep, it comes from alfalfa.
Alfalfa?
Yep.
Can I try it?
You sure can.
slightly minty.
Oh, I like the taste of it. It's very nice. Yeah.
No, I mean, is it better with scotch in it?
I can't condone that.
I'm really proud of myself. Win or lose, I did it, and it's something that I can put on my resume and keep in my memory bank. So I'm really excited.
And Nick, I understand your project is called Sandman. What's that about?
It's instant traction for transport trucks.
A Mi'kmaq from the Listigooch First Nation. Nick Ward is here to seal a deal on his grit transportation and diffusion system.
The creators give me these ideas. There must be a reason.
Could Nick the Sandman Ward be the sleeper hit of the big idea pitches?
So the way this works is on your stick shift, there's a trigger. And when you need traction, well, you hit the trigger, and out comes the grit. And that will provide you the traction you need, whether to keep the trailer in line, or traction, or braking.
But does it spray in every direction, or is it just in for each tire?
Well,
it's like,
I'd say it gives me this type of
kind of trajectory,
yeah,
like that, and it
yeah,
and it would go out like a couple feet in front.
Hardly, from the hose to the tire. You have the ice road truckers that they need something like this to stay on the road. School buses, that's imperative.
Absolutely. I think even people driving in regular cars in northern climates are going to have a use for something like this.
And a lot of the communities depend on these trucks for their annual supplies. So if the truck doesn't make it, they don't get it. This will help. It's hard to tell. I mean, it's all so fast and so quick, but I saw those pens moving, and that's a good sign.
I see what you have in your hand here. This is the business that you're talking about for this year?
Well, this is my current business, which is the baby moccasins, and we're trying to expand and make a new line of baby mucklucks.
Sunshine Tenasco Brazeau has already revolutionized the moccasin to make it mummy and baby friendly, and now she's here to try to entice our panelists to help her expand her already successful business into a multi-line brand.